tough times here. APBREN, they're trying something here. They're trying something. Are we gonna let them cook? Let's find out. Game 1 is loading here in the Land of Dawn for APBREN and TLPH.
Yeah, problem is, the thing that they need to cook here might take a while, considering that they both have a Joy
Welcome
and
to
a Claude.
Mobile
Late game
Legends.
seems to be like the win condition here for APBREN. And don't get me wrong, again, the idea of the composition is nice, but all things considered, if you look at the lineup of TLPH, early game is their like cream of the crop, you know? Like this is the winning recipe for TLPH.
Let's see. So right now, Shizu on the Claude also kind of just feels like he might just struggle for breath here. He might get drowning, especially when Sanji JP starts rotating there.
Oh, the chef is cooking something. The appetizer's serving up. A gold lead for Ohem already. He sent home Shizu!
Dude, if Liquid is able to just set up tempo in the mid game, then that is the big problem here for APBREN.
All right, we're back in the game now. And Kekedot on the roam Baksha. We're still looking for it. The desk is
Not a big fan.
not a big fan of it. But again, we're open to... I would be happy to be proven wrong here.
Oh, are they sending Shizu home again? Yeah, looks like it's the world's longest BMI. How about it?
Just a little bit of health.
He just tried. JP here checking in. Kekedot enough to protect his roamer. Catches Dad. Keeps him down. No turret hits just yet. JP down to 1/5 of his health.
Oh, that's a lot of damage here.
Yeah.
He's going to stay here for the meantime. But man, they're doing a pretty good job here on top side, keeping Shizu alive.
Ooh, there.
Sanford gets 3. Forced to use the flicker.
Ooh.
All right, so is this one of the ways to get to that late game midnight? It feels like they're off to a pretty good start.
I mean, this is a very good way. There is actually zoning out these two key players that wants to play the turtle fight aside of TL.
Turtle down to 1/3 of its health. Can Carl Teasy get in range? So far, it's James Max holding the ground. Carl Teasy scores 1. Better airstrike from Sanji. He's cooking. It's hot in the kitchen. They're looking for 1. Still no kills. Carl Teasy looking to jump in. Gets a surge and the kill. Drawing first blood on there.
There you go. The first blood and a turtle. Like we were talking about some of their win conditions here, and it looks like they lost 1 already.
Yeah, you know, Carl TZ, the greatness in him is still there. The retribution timing was perfect. Even though APBREN tried to delay the turtle take, James Banks did not do any damage at all against the turtle. But guess what? Carl TZ serves James Banks' first turtle loss.
Oh boy, oh boy. And if all the matchups, right? If all the matchups for that to happen, this one, I guess I would take that if I was James Banks. He is the young GOAT.
Yeah. To be fair, losing to Carl TZ is not a shame.
That would be an honor.
That would be an honor.
I would love for Carl Teasy to steal one of my lords these days in ranked.
That just might happen. That just might happen with the amount of games we play now. And we are at a point where 1.3K doesn't look like much, 1.5, but look at where they are in the map. Very deep into enemy territory here.
That
JP
missed.
committing the glorious pathway. Sanji with a better airstrike there, hunting him down. JP left to fend for himself. That's a free kill for APBREN.
Very interesting that missed. I thought they were going to be able to stun the Basha, but again, the re-engage was good from APBREN there, walking straight towards the Farsa. And Sanji was not able to cook something there because he was heavily guarded by the Hilda.
Yeah, and
Kitchen was closed.
A little too crowded. Whoa! Carl Teasy gets hit.
Oh my goodness, what is happening?
And oh, he gets away, but just barely. Brrrah! Shizu with a blazing duet gets 1 over the young goat.
He was trying to dash over the wall.
Yeah.
Did not want to walk. Carl TZ, little bit of a, I would say a little bit of a blunder, not walking towards the left side. Maybe just didn't want to put himself in harm's way. But again, that flicker play from Shizu allowed him to catch Carl TZ off guard. Good predator strike from Sanji. James Banks could not really dash into that because JP's just waiting.
Kekedot playing man-to-man defense, stopping Sanford from coming in. Glorious pathway by JP. The Crimson Flare displays him. Carl Teasy still with another retribution. Taking down the second Lord Turtle of the game. James Banks caught by 40. And another one, the jump in. Oh, that's a second turtle midnight. You counting?
Yeah, that was the second turtle here for Carl TZ. Even though he's under the level of James Banks. James Banks level 8. Carl TZ is level 7. And then he still manages to steal that turtle. And mind you, yeah, sure, You know, Tsuyu has Soul Saver, Retribution combo. Guess what? Didn't even use it. Just played Surge and then Retri.
Straight up with the Retribution. That is the reason why he is the young GOAT. Just able to make things happen even when you least expect it.
Oh man, this is gonna be really hard for APBREN. Look at the timings from TLPH. I'm actually surprised that Oheb is rocking a Sky Piercer with a Hunter Strike, and he's almost near the longsword.
It's
5 minutes in.
5 minutes!
My goodness, what happened to that lane when we were not looking?
I mean, it's definitely rich.
I don't
sure.
believe when he says he has no money.
He always has money.
I'm pretty sure he's got a couple accounts with BPI.
Yeah, he's got the G's, man.
BPI has been a sponsor for a while now. He's probably opened a few. And now it's
Few accounts.
JP. JP is up on front.
Has
Checking
5
out,
IDs.
doing some pretty good job of keeping the pressure in, or the vision in rather. But forces Choser out.
Yep, Crimson Beacon out of commission for now. Feathered Airstrike plus the Glorious Pathway keeping APBREN in place. Kegana catches a few blasts, some salvos from Sanji.
Oh.
Blasts him, sends him away. All this while, look at Shizu, the silent kid, just working down bottom.
Doing Shizu things.
That's a chubby lane he left. That's a turret down.
Yep. 3 ultimates forced here by TLPH. As we see the young GOAT playing with the Infinite Spawn. Amazing mechanics being displayed here by Carl TZ. And the pressure being applied by TLPH in the middle lane, again, just forcing out these skills from APBREN. And now, might just be an easy time taking the turtle here for Carl TZ.
Back to the turtle we go. I just noticed you take off your index finger after you cast a spell. That's interesting. All right. The way that Carl TZ did it. Obviously, now they are doing a good zone. And that's going to be turtle going down. Turtle number 3, folks.
100%. Now they're picking a fight. Throwing a few blasts over Choskirt. Now the answer, the clapback from APBREN. A defensive Glorious Pathway, but can they deal enough damage to Dare? Kegedot in the middle of it all. Sanford coming in for the Infernal Pursuit, taking down Kegedot.
Yep.
APBREN gets clapped, backed on.
Not yet enough damage. As we see APBREN losing that team fight. Although the silver lining is that looked equal. Even though TLPH won that fight, they took down Kegedot, it still looked equal. So imagine APBREN's late game timing. TLPH, they're on a timer right now. The squad is taking time bomb. Oh, Sanji!
They pushed Sanji off of the map, off of the camera. What?
That was insane. That was insane.
You know, as much as TL is winning a lot of this, these early game skirmishes, the tower take, that's where you bring in the question here for Liquid. How much time do you actually have? Because right now they've only taken 1 tower, but so does APBREN. And even though they're leading by 4K, the amount of farm that is available for APBREN is still the same.
It's true, and they've already taken as much of the towers from the gold from the towers as they could at the moment. Mid tower doesn't feel like it's breaking anytime soon, so does top. So where do they get that gold now?
James Banks got eyes on Sanji. He's got ill intentions.
Going off the map, like you mentioned earlier.
All right.
No go for James Banks.
He's fine. It looks like Liquid PH are looking to push here in mid. 40 jumps on to Kegedot, who, by the way, does not use Revitalize. He doesn't want to. He's forced to now. He's sent home.
Yeah, but APBREN still defends. At the cost of the Tortoise Poissons and, of course, the Revitalize, which is not going to be available for the Lord. So that means, again, easier time for the objectives here for Team Liquid. But Shizu, so, getting farm. Even though, again, Oheb has a lot of gold on this Granger. Of course, that's Oheb is definitely very rich. They're, they're making space for APBREN.
Lots of space being created here, honestly. And we could see even more as TLPH does start to walk up on that Lord, trying to knock him out. JP up on front.
That's a dance that they've started. Liquid, a lot of players set up.
Ouch.
On Kegedot. Look at the side. APBREN sends over Dare. It's 40 versus the world. Poisson's dropped in by Kegedot. Is that enough to stop this pillaging of the Lord? And there you go. Carl TZ scores it. Dare is going to help take down Sanji first, but he fit it out for Oheb gets a kill. 1 for 1 so far, and they disengage.
Yep, that play from Sanji, forcing out the Baksha to disengage with a feathered airstrike, and then Sanford just heavily committing onto that front line. Even though Der and James Banks were in a very interesting position, you still have to match the Soul Silver Retribution combo from Call Easy that allowed TLPH to secure that Lord. And also JP just sticking near the Joy. It's very annoying. James Banks is limited in terms of the number of moves that he can pull off because of this Hylos.
In fairness to James Banks, he is trying very hard to get into good range here. But then again, the comp of TL just not allowing it.
Oh, big push up top. Team Liquid Philippines escorting their Lord. 4 defenders, make that 5.
Oh.
JP dropping in the glorious pathway. Liquid are bent on taking down this Holy Shield. It pops.
Yep. Middle lane. Again, map control is key here for TLPH. We're at the 10-minute mark. 6K gold lead. Still very doable for APBREN, but for how long? Because now TLPH, they have 2 towers left on the bottom lane for APBREN, but mid lane and top lane very much open for TLPH to take.
Yeah, minions are also giving them a lot of gold here, just doing most of the heavy work with those towers. And TLPH are very happy to just zone out APBREN inside their base. Can't let him breathe at this point.
Yeah, scratch that. 2 towers down.
Yep, that's it. Oh, wait. Glorious Pathway set in. Blocking out, taking out. Shizo, BMI out. This whole map situation, now that Liquid is actually working on it, is a byproduct of their mobility. See how fast they rotate? For APBREN, it's literally just Shizo and Kekina who can move that fast.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you get when you have a bird and also a horse. You know, faster movers on the map.
They're all horses, technically.
I guess.
Yeah,
Horses.
yeah, I agree. That's why they're fast.
That's some of them
Fast movements, you know, fast rotations.
Liquid Stampede.
Liquid Stampede. You can hear the hooves to mile away. Is it hooves?
It
It's
is
hooves,
hooves,
right?
yeah.
All right, it's hooves.
It is hooves.
And
Great
you can
sound
hear-
effects, Midnight.
I thought that was you.
You approve? Do you approve, sir?
I can't do that anymore. I'm trying that.
Dude,
I can't.
Gekadot's not having a fun time.
He's-
80,000 damage
Hey,
taken on the Bosch.
you know what? Let's redefine that. He's actually having a very good time. You know why, Midnight?
Why?
He's taken that much damage, only died once.
Oh, good point.
Okay.
Good point.
Well, to be fair, APBREN's having a good time.
Glass half full, fam.
Cause, you know, all the damage in the world just died 4 times.
And she hasn't died.
Yeah.
4-4.
They're not getting dominated.
Oh, look at this. The
Squirt.
turn from Team Liquid Philippines, forcing JP to drop the glorious pathway.
For the purple buff.
And a feint. Sanford flickers back.
Yeah,
They threw a lot for that.
all of that for the purple buff. And even though they've expanded the retribution on Carl TZ, they don't mind because they know there's no way APBREN takes Lord now. There's no way.
Yeah, so
Unless-
all these lanes, right?
Yeah, unless they just want to get blitzed by Team Liquid Philippines.
Ooh, look at that.
But again, as for APBREN, they're having a fantastic time, I would say. Even though the TLPH is leading by almost 8K, you're still making space for the Claude.
Whoa, Midnight, you said they're not going to contest, but here they are. They're
Carl!
going down on Call Easy, down to 1/10 of his health. James Banks taking pursuit. Sanford's going to go down here. Chosker gets a kill. Glorious Pathway dropped in by JP. Oh, and blasting them away. Down goes Chovy. Kagadot following through. Double kill for the Filipino sniper.
Man, good revenge here. Sanford going down. I feel like it arranged OHEB here. Getting those 2 kills felt so easy for OHEB now, and they're stacking up on that Sky Piercer.
Kill one is Angie.
Yeah. Carl TZ, though, he almost got taken down by James Banks, but the usage of the walls, like the number of times he went over the wall just to make sure that he doesn't die. Oh!
Oh no! Forcing JP to drop the Revitalize here. James Banks and Shizo, 2 cores, ready to go for it. Dare gets caught out. One more! OHEB gets another.
I was about to say earlier where we were at a 4-4. I was going to go Silver Lining. You know what? They're not giving OHEB stacks on that Sky Piercer,
Yeah.
but now they are.
Now they turn into numbers and gets deposited into that Sky Piercer stack. Definitely rich in terms of gold and rich in terms of damage is OHEB here. Currently at 11.6K. With the Wind of Nature, does not have to worry about the Blazing Duet, even with the flicker from Shizu. But what they need to be concerned about is James Banks with that magic damage.
This is the spike. This is the spike we're looking for here for TLPH. You're talking about it maybe happening at 9-10 minutes. It can arrive a little early, a little later, but we are here and we have a Lord walking up on top as well. This is going to be a tough one.
That's it. Top has the Lord, mid has a wave, and the rest of Liquid. Bottom as well. They pop top lane. Mid lane could be up next. APBREN does clear the wave, and they're slowly but surely going for it. Glorious pathway. Feathered airstrike coming in there in the flank, and Shizo's trying, gets serves it up to James, and that's 1 for 1 so far. Gold laner for gold laner. Look at it, choke slam JP into that wall, and here comes the rest of them. Down goes Chove.
Low HP here for APBREN. Can they actually hold this? Carl Teasy did some pretty good damage alongside Sanford. James Pack is back. He's fighting.
He gets caught out, gets got in there, blasted by the chef, served up on a silver platter, and that's a wipeout. Ladies and gentlemen, Liquid takes game 1.